All right, so I have a problem, and my problem is that I love trying out different investing apps and using them all the time. And so my portfolios are like all over the place everywhere. And so I wanted to actually share these with you guys as well too, because why not? And sorry if my like picture's a little blurry here too. I'm gonna move this aside here just a little bit. But like, here's an interesting thing. I have my main account, which is M1 Finance. If people watch me, I have a Robinhood account. I have a Vanguard account. I also have a Sofi account, which I'm going to show you guys here. I invested in it for a little while, and now I'm kind of back into it too. So let's kind of just go into my portfolio and see what kind of shenanigans I'm kind of causing up here. Now, the market as of recording this is down significantly, so I figured, well, if I'm going to get back into this stuff, might as well get into it now. I do have a little bit of crypto here with Sofi, but I also have my individual account. I can go into both if you guys really want me to. Obviously, you can see here I'm up about, what is that, $14.75 in crypto. Technically, I'm up $108 in my investing, but that is way off basis because, like I said, I invested before, made some good profits and sold. But now I'm back in doing some ETFs. So I'm going to kind of share with you guys this journey here on Sofi. So the cool thing with Sofi too, if you guys are interested in checking them out, I will actually have, I'm like having my stuff like mess up here. I'm going to actually have a link for them in the show notes down below. It gives you a nice little bonus for signing up, but also supports my channel too, which is always nice because all this stuff is here for free for you guys. No charges whatsoever. But anyways, let's go ahead and just quickly go into the crypto here and take a look. I'm going to also do a quick shout out to my friend JJ Buckner. I don't drink beer for the most part, but I do have just some sparkling ice right now. So gotta get some energy in here while recording these videos. So real quick too, what we're going to see, I have some Bitcoin and Ethereum in here. To be 100% honest with you guys, I got some free crypto when I signed up for the crypto investing, so that was really the main reason for it. I put $10 in Ethereum and I got $25 free in Bitcoin, which was really nice. You could even see here, see like deposit, and then the buy over here, it shows a little gift because that's what it was. Just being transparent on that, but I kind of do like it. I've been testing out buying Bitcoin on a bunch of different platforms on my main channel. One, for me to see which one I like the most, and then two, to help other people kind of go through that process as well and figure out what might work best for them too. But for me personally, I am liking probably Cash App some of the best as far as all the rest. But SoFi is not too bad right here. But you can see, so total net contribution, $35. Gain is $14.48. So not bad. And then what we're going to do is go into our individual active investing account right over here. So right over here, what we're going to see is like all this information. Like I said, a lot of this is just kind of skewed based off of what I invested in before, but these are my holdings as of right now. So I have two holdings. Both of them are ETFs, and that's pretty much what I'm going to stick to when it comes to just this portfolio. I have a bunch of individual stocks in my Robinhood that are like growth focused. I have a bunch of dividend stocks in my M1 Finance, which is all dividend focused. So I'm like burping up here. So I want to kind of keep these different platforms focus on different things to kind of just keep me more interested in all these different styles of investing that I have. So let's go ahead and keep messing everything up here because I want to keep doing that, right? So I have these two holdings. The first one is GIGE. This is actually available on other platforms. I know it's available on Robinhood for sure. So if you don't want to sign up for Sofi to get this, you can do it on Robinhood too, which I'll have a link for them in the show notes down below too. I got links to pretty much any platform, and it does support the channel too, which is cool. So you can see here, this is the Sofi Gig Economy ETF. This one right over here, it says it invests in firms expected to benefit the gig economy. Actively managed funds can invest in firms across all geographics and of all market cap sizes. So these are the top holdings. We got Airbnb at 3.5%. We got Twitter, which I don't know how Twitter is the gig economy, but that's fine. 3.26%. Shopify, which is awesome, at 3.15%. PayPal at 3%. Fiverr at 2.76%. Square at 3.44%. Upwork we got at 3.22, which is great. We got this one right over here at 311. What is that? I can never pronounce it. Baidu, BIDU. That's the ticker number. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Next one is Spotify, and that one is at 2.77, and then this one right over here, Tencent, is at 2.62%. So obviously there's more holdings, but these are the main ones. Hopefully Etsy gets on here, and I guess if Twitter's on here, maybe Pinterest should be up here too. Nonetheless, I would say that for me, I was really interested in this because I did want to start getting into Shopify. I did want to get into Fiverr and Upwork and Square, but I'm a little not burnt out, but I'm a little like weary on having to focus in so much attention on so many individual companies. On M1 Finance, I have 26 individual companies and one ETF, and those companies I actually do pay attention to a lot. The news, their earnings, like everything, not everything, but like a lot about them. And so like I kind of want to take a little bit easier approach on some of these other ones and kind of show other players in the market that want to maybe get into investing but don't have the time for it. Like this is kind of what it's going to look like for us, right? Right now its current price is 38.28. You can see here obviously in the last day, the last week, in the last month. So like there's obviously that downturn in the market just like everything else. But if we go last 3 months, it's had some really good gains, almost 36%. Nice. In the last year, you can see here up to the point of like everything going down is up 154%. Also very nice. And if you go last 5 years, it's broken down because it came out back in May of 2019. But yeah, so still pretty solid across the board. Let's kind of move me around here a little bit again. So current value on my portfolio here for this stock is $229. I own 6 shares, so I'm doing limit buys on this. And I think I'll do limit buys exclusively with Robinhood and M1 Finance. A lot of times I'll do market buys, which is not the best way to go because it's going to cost you more. It's harder to do it on Robinhood just because of the fact that I want stocks that are pretty expensive. And so market buys are the best way for me to go. When I can, I'll do limit buys. My average cost here is $40. So my unrealized gains is down by $15 right now. So my total return is 6%. So even when the market has been going down already, I'm still already having my portfolio, my new portfolio going down, which is fine. Just dollar cost average. I'll buy more here. So that's totally fine with me. The yield on this is 0.31%. So it's very low. I'm not doing this for the dividends on this side. This is strictly for just focusing on growth and also kind of trying this stuff out. And then where was the expense ratio? So the expense ratio on this, just so we're clear, is 0.59%. Pretty high expense ratio in my opinion, especially when I have stocks or when I have ETFs that have expense ratios of 0.04. So this is pretty high. But nonetheless, this is just me trying some stuff out, seeing how it all works out long term for me. So we're going to stick to this. So as of this recording, the market is closed, so I can't buy more. But let me put in, I keep doing 2 shares, but let me just do 1 more share. The cool thing is with the limit price here, it'll tell you the market quotes. So we can see here, current market price is 38.28. So maybe 38.17 is what I can get into. Actually, let me see if I can do 2 shares. I have $115 left in this account. So market's closed, so this won't take effect until the morning for the next day. Well, technically this says it goes for 12 months, but we're not going to need that. So that order is placed, so we're just going to wait on that then for it. So let's go check out this other one, and while that's loading. So this next one right over here is going to be the Sofi Next 500 ETF. This one is currently at $12.96. Again, this one is also available on like Robinhood and a lot of other places. So this one is the Sofi is composed of the 500 mid-cap U.S. companies. This one I'm debating if I actually still want to keep. I think I actually might want the Sofi 50, which is kind of interesting. It's essentially Sofi just kind of gathering up the top 50 stocks that people are buying on the platform, not necessarily saying it's a good thing or a bad thing or focus on market cap or anything else. It's just literally what the top 50 stocks people are buying. So I actually might switch this over. To be honest, I actually repurchased all my stuff here on Sofi Invest with like, I think it was it was like 400 bucks, and it was like in the middle of the night. It was like 3 in the morning. It was really, yeah, it was like the middle of the night there for me. But you can see here my total investment. I'm not going to, by the way, read any of these companies. I can't pronounce half of them. So my total value is 77.76. I own also 6 shares on this one. My average cost is 13.36, so I'm down about $2.40, which is about 3%. So actually less than my other one, which is not too shocking because the other one is so tech heavy, and tech stocks are what's like really going down. So we're going to just kind of go there and kind of keep moving my face around here. The yield on this one is actually a little higher. It's about 1%. I'd be curious to see what the growth is on that over time, if it makes it valuable. Now, the average volume is really low, so this is not selling and buying like crazy amounts. The expense ratio is much lower than the other one, so this one is only 0.19% on its holding. So again, I'm debating on whether I want to hold this one or not. You guys can follow along here by subscribing to the channel. Make sure you also hit that little like button down there too. But yeah, if you guys follow along, I'll definitely be seeing if I want to keep this or not. The other stock that I don't have right now, but I'm considering or swapping it over from the SFYX. Let me see if I can go back over there. There's right there. Is it the watch list? No, it's down here. So these are the Sofi ETFs. So they have a couple different ones over here. So the other one that I was thinking about possibly switching over from is this one right over here. It's the SFYF. So this is composed of the top 50 most widely held stocks on SoFi. Again, it's just stocks that are doing that. So stocks are rebalanced monthly and weighted accordingly to how much money members have invested in each company at the end of the month. So effectively, it's an ETF of everybody that's investing, which is kind of interesting, overall. So you can see here, so Amazon's the biggest holding at 7.79%. Then we got Tesla at 6.8%. We got Disney, Delta Air, AMC, Apple, Microsoft, Neo, Boeing, and Nvidia. Obviously, there's more holdings. There's 40 more because this is the top 50. And then let's see here. So the expense ratio is not too bad, but it's still not great. It's 0.29%. The yield is 0.38%, which again, we're not focused on the yield on this one. We're just trying to see how this is going to grow. So let's kind of see how it did over the last 3 months. So right before the downturn on the 10th here, it was up 13% on the last 3 months. Last year, it's up about 70%. So actually less than the other two combined. And if we go to the 5 years again, it's kind of capped out there, but 58%. So there's that nice downturn in the market back in 2020. Now, I'm debating, like I said, if I want to get into this one and leave the other one, or maybe even buy into this one and keep the other one as well too. It's just all a matter of where I want to take this portfolio. I have a little bit of money every month that I can add into this, so it's not going to be anywhere nearly the same as my M1, which if you watch the channel, you'll see that I have about $24,000 in my M1 Finance account. So this one's going to be significantly less, but you guys get to see it from kind of its beginning stages. It's just getting started. And so if you guys want to do that, like I said, make sure you follow along on here. But I think another really cool thing is if you want to check out my M1 Finance journey as well, I'll actually have my video posted right over here. So check that out. You guys will definitely enjoy it. You'll keep on learning more when it comes to investing too, which is actually a really important thing to do when it comes to investing, is constantly learning. My name is Dennis. I'll see you guys in that next video.